Start speaking now.
Hey Sam, I know it can feel uncomfortable to ask questions at work because nobody wants to look inexperienced. But honestly, making the same mistakes over and over will have a much bigger impact on your reputation than asking for clarification. My advice is to speak up whenever you're unsure about a task. Most managers would rather answer a quick question now than spend time fixing errors later. Before starting an assignment, repeat the instructions back in your own words to make sure you've understood them correctly. You can also keep a notebook or a digital document where you write down important procedures, deadlines, and tips, so you won't have to ask the same question twice. If something still isn't clear, don't wait until the last minute. Reach out to your supervisor or a coworker as soon as possible. At the same time, don't pretend you understand something just because you're embarrassed. That usually creates more problems and unnecessary stress. It's also a good idea to ask for feedback after you finish a project. That way, you'll know what you're doing well and what you should improve. Over time, you'll become more confident, make fewer mistakes, and earn your coworkers' trust because they'll see that you're willing to learn and improve instead of staying silent.
Start speaking now.
A time when I learned to be more patient was when I started mentoring a new employee at work. She was enthusiastic but didn't have much experience, so she often made small mistakes that required correction. At first, I found it challenging because I was used to working quickly and independently. Repeating instructions, answering the same questions, and reviewing her work several times really tested my patience, especially when we were trying to meet tight deadlines. However, I soon realized that getting frustrated wasn't helping either of us. I started slowing down, breaking tasks into smaller steps, and explaining things more clearly instead of assuming she already understood. I also encouraged her to ask questions whenever she was unsure, which made our communication much better. Gradually, she became more confident, started making fewer mistakes, and was able to complete her work with very little guidance. As a result, our teamwork improved, and we were able to finish projects more efficiently.
Start speaking now.
In this picture, I can see an exciting basketball game taking place inside a crowded sports arena. The game looks very close because the scoreboard shows that the home team is leading by just 2 points, and there are only 45 seconds left in the final period. In the middle of the court, a player wearing a blue jersey is running with the ball, while a player from the red team is trying hard to stop him. Another player in a blue jersey is running nearby, probably getting ready to help his teammate if needed. Around the court, the stands are packed with spectators, and many of them are cheering for their favorite team. Some fans are holding signs that say "Go Blue," while others are supporting the red team. I also notice a referee running alongside the players to keep a close eye on the game. Behind the court, there's a camera operator recording the action, and I can even see food stands selling popcorn and hot dogs. Overall, the atmosphere feels exciting and competitive, and everyone seems completely focused on the final moments of the game.
Start speaking now.
I think this basketball game is going to have a very exciting ending because the score is so close and there's only a little time left. The player in the blue jersey who has the ball will probably try to get past the defender and take a shot before time runs out. If he can't find an opening, he might pass the ball to one of his teammates instead. The players on the red team will likely do everything they can to stop them from scoring, so I think the last few seconds will be full of action. I also think the crowd will become much louder as everyone watches the final moments of the game. If the blue team scores, their supporters will probably cheer and celebrate. However, if the red team gets the ball first, they'll likely hurry to the other end of the court and try to score before the game ends. The referee will continue watching the players closely to make sure everyone follows the rules. No matter who wins, I think it'll be a thrilling game that the fans will remember long after it's over.
Start speaking now.
Hey Sarah, I understand why you prefer taking vitamins because they are convenient and helpful for people who have nutrient deficiencies. They are also quick and easy to take, especially when you have a busy schedule. However, I believe getting nutrients from food is a much better option because food provides more balanced nutrition and the body absorbs nutrients more naturally. Another important reason is that getting nutrients from food reduces the risk of overconsumption, which can sometimes happen with supplements. When you eat healthy foods like fruits, vegetables, and proteins, you also develop better eating habits and improve your overall lifestyle. In addition, natural food provides fiber and other important nutrients that vitamins alone cannot provide. For these reasons, I believe getting nutrients from food is a healthier and better long-term choice.
Start speaking now.
Hi, Sam. Do you have a few minutes to talk? I wanted to discuss the work schedule because something has been bothering me lately. I've noticed that a few employees seem to get the most convenient shifts almost every week, while I and several others are regularly assigned evenings, weekends, or other less desirable hours. I completely understand that scheduling isn't easy, and I know you have to balance everyone's availability. However, after seeing the same pattern for quite a while, it's starting to feel unfair and has affected my motivation at work. I'm not asking for special treatment. I just hope the schedule can be shared more evenly so everyone has a fair chance to receive better shifts from time to time. Even rotating the less popular shifts would make a big difference and help employees feel that everyone is being treated equally. I appreciate you taking the time to listen, and I hope we can find a solution that works well for both the team and the company. Hello, Sarah. Thanks for meeting with me today. I'd like to discuss an issue that's been affecting both me and a few of my coworkers. Over the past several weeks, we've noticed that the work schedule doesn't seem to be distributed fairly. A small group of employees consistently receives the most convenient daytime shifts, while the rest of us are regularly assigned evenings, weekends, and other less desirable hours. I'm hoping HR can look into the scheduling process and determine whether there's a fairer way to assign shifts. Even a simple rotation system or clearer scheduling guidelines would help everyone feel that they're being treated equally. I enjoy working here and want to continue contributing to the team, which is why I felt it was important to raise this concern through the proper channels. I'm not looking to create conflict or get anyone in trouble. I simply want a workplace where everyone has the same opportunity to receive balanced schedules. Thank you for listening, and I'd appreciate any guidance or support you can provide.
Start speaking now.
Yes, I believe public speaking should be taught as a compulsory subject because it's a skill that almost everyone needs, regardless of the career they choose. Whether you're giving a presentation at work, explaining an idea in a meeting, or even speaking at a family event, being able to communicate clearly is extremely valuable. Unfortunately, many people avoid these situations because they lack confidence. If students started practicing public speaking from a young age, they would gradually become more comfortable expressing their thoughts and handling nervousness. They would also learn how to organize their ideas, think on their feet, and respond to questions respectfully. Those skills are useful not only in school but throughout life. Of course, I understand that some students find public speaking intimidating and may worry about being judged. That's why I don't think schools should focus on grades alone. Instead, teachers should create a supportive environment where students begin with small group discussions before moving on to larger presentations. As their confidence grows, the activities can become more challenging. In my opinion, making public speaking a required subject would help young people become stronger communicators, more confident professionals, and better leaders. Those are skills that will benefit them long after they leave school.
Start speaking now.
Hey Emma, I'm staying at the most incredible place during my vacation, and it's nothing like a regular hotel. Instead of a normal building, I'm staying in a beautiful treehouse surrounded by a lush forest. The treehouse has large glass walls, so I can enjoy the amazing views from almost every room. It even has a comfortable bedroom upstairs, a cozy living room downstairs, and a separate bathroom connected by a wooden walkway. There's also a telescope by the window, which would be perfect for looking at the stars at night. The scenery around this place is absolutely breathtaking. I can see a huge waterfall in the distance, rope bridges connecting different parts of the property, and colorful birds sitting on the nearby branches. What makes this place so different from a regular hotel is that it lets you enjoy nature without giving up modern comforts. It feels peaceful, private, and far away from the noise of the city. Honestly, I think this is the perfect place to relax and recharge. Would you like to stay here with me someday?